This way? This way? I don't know.
What's up guys, it's Dan. So in this video, I'm going to be working on an RC carrier. Now let me show you what I've been using for pretty much since I've started the hobby. This is my pit bag. It's pretty old. They don't make this anymore, I don't think. It's a Duratrax extra large field bag. Now this was lined with like some kind of cheap cardboard that was wrapped in some kind of material, and that broke down, so it was very flimsy. Now what I pretty much did is I just used cardboard just to give it a new liner. Now this has lasted a while. It's pretty thick and sturdy, and it works just fine. I mean, I can still use this for stuff. But I'm seeing all these guys with these fancy roller bags and other types of pit bags, so I'm kind of getting tired of carrying this thing around at times. So I'm deciding to make my own carrier. Now the design I have in mind is similar to those 360 roller carry-on luggages. It'll have different compartments and whatnot. There's my whatnot gun. I should put a counter. A whatnot counter. And I plan to make it out of some underlayment plywood here. Let me show you what else I got for it. I have the 360 degree casters. These are heavy duty rubber ones, so this should work well. Now, it's also going to have French doors. So I got some hinges here. I'll show you how I'm going to do that, because I plan on making them open 270 degrees, just so when they're open, they're completely out of the way. I got some other hardware here. Now this is for quick release fender hardware. I just plan on using a couple of these for the knobs for the door. That'd be pretty sick. Got some magnets here for the French doors so they can stay shut. And it's facing the wrong way, but this is a push button quick release. You can kind of see it there. I got some sick plans for this. Alright, so the first thing I need to do is take this and draw and measure out the panels for the carrier, see what I need, and then cut them out. So I plan to make this 22 inches long, 12 inches deep, and maybe 24 or 26 inches high. I want to be able to fit the toolbox on the bottom, and then the RC chassis in the middle, and then for the top it'll actually have a open lid on the top. The RC shelf will actually pull out, so I have access to it, and I'll find some way to anchor the chassis onto the shelf just so it doesn't move around when I'm wheeling this thing around. And same thing with the toolbox. I'll try to make that stay put as well, because I don't want that flopping around inside. Alright, so here are my panels: bottom, sides, top, and the back. So I'm gonna assemble this just so I can accurately measure what the inside pieces are gonna be. Now the top right there, that's actually gonna be a hinge right there, so it won't really be attached to it, and that's fine because it'll give me more space to measure what I need for the inside. Alright, so I got the box assembled here. Just grab the top, put it on for now. Just give you an idea of what it'll look like. Just a box. That's all. With this I can measure what I need for the inside shelves. Again, this is gonna be a top compartment that'll just open, so it'll be closed here with the shelf. I'll probably put like remotes, batteries, miscellaneous stuff in there, so that'll be closed off. And then there'll be French doors for the two drawers here, bottom for the toolbox and middle for the RC chassis. Oh, and I almost forgot, I want this to be waterproof, because I don't know what kind of events I'm going to be going to, indoor or outdoor, and also while I'm wheeling it around, you know, from my van to the building or whatever. So I'm going to be wrapping it in a waterproof material, so you won't see any of this. I was thinking of vinyl wrapping it, but then I'd have to sand it and whatever. Ha! I didn't say, you know, the word. I think I only said it once or twice this video. But yeah, anyway, that's my plan. So it's just gonna be wrapped in some kind of waterproof material. And I also forgot to mention, I don't have all of the parts yet. I'm still waiting for them to come in. Since it's going to be like a 360 roller carry-on, it will have a retractable handle mounted here. So I'll be able to wheel it like that, how you normally would, or just roll it straight vertical like that, like a 360 roller. But yeah, so this will be my new carrier from that to this. All right, I got the first shelf on for the top shelf. Now I'm just going to enclose it up here, and then French doors will be down here. Here are the drawer slides I got for this shelf. I think these are 10-inch or so, 8 or 10, something like that. But that'll be cool to be able to pull it out so I can access the car. This can serve as a like mini workstation too. Looking at this, I should have just gotten like a little bookshelf and modified it, huh? Only problem with that is the bookshelf materials aren't really sturdy, like straight up plywood. So this will be a lot sturdier. All right, starting to take shape. I got the top box done, nice and sturdy, all screwed on. You can use as many screws as you want. Make sure it all stays in place. So I just need to cut out my piece for the pull-out shelf and French doors, get all those on, and then attach the top there with hinges, which is over here. I think I need to trim this one a little bit, because it does stick out like so. It looks like a nightstand, huh? I just need a lamp and a clock. There you go. Alright, so here are the door pieces. Now, as I mentioned before, I'm gonna have these open 270 degrees. Let me try to demonstrate that. So when it opens, it'll just fold all the way out of the way and hopefully end up like this. Because I'm gonna have this open, you know, working on stuff and doing whatever at events, and I don't want these doors to be in the way. So as long as they just fold completely out of the way, it'll work out fine. I walk around a lot at events, and I don't want to kick the door, you know, when it's like this. So then I might break it off, and then I'll get mad and whatever. So here's the hinges I'm going to be using, just small gate hinges. This long part is going to mount on the body here, like that. And for me to achieve 270 degrees, it's gonna pretty much attach like this. Show that. Like that. So that way when it opens, the door is on the inside of the bracket. The door will be on this side, so when it fully... My bad. Same concept, but I just turned the bracket around. The door will be on the inside of the bracket. Now this is sticking out, but whatever. So it'll be able to open, just imagine the door here, it'll be able to open all the way like that, full 270 degrees. And it'll just rest right here, completely out of the way. And that's how that's gonna be. Okay, so here's one of the doors on with the brackets there. That's how it's opening, and there, completely out of the way, completely open. Again, the way I did it is how I mounted the brackets, so that it's pretty much able to pivot all the way around 270 degrees when it's open, and then it's closed. So just like that. I don't mind that they stick out. Kind of looks cool with the hardware showing. I am going to be wrapping this again, like I said, in a waterproof material. So now this is going to be elevated on wheels, so I don't have to worry about this going on. So right, so, and I did get some like cabinet magnets or whatever to allow these to close and stay closed. So I'll be mounting those, and then I'll mount those quick release fender hardware for the knobs. Look pretty sick. I just gotta mount the other door, and that'll kind of be it for the outside. Okay, so I got both doors on. Just swing out of the way, like that, completely open. Here's your nightstand. It's just a little cabinet actually that I'm making. But no, this is for my RC stuff. It will be heavy, or it will weigh more than what I'm used to, but that's why it's gonna just roll. I'll only be lifting it to load it. This is what I'm gonna be using for the handle. It's just a little dolly. It's got a little platform and a telescoping handle, like so. I'm just gonna unscrew it from here. I think there's some screws right there, yeah. I think that's all that's holding it. And then I'll just attach this to the back of that, and then it'll have a handle. Whee! Now I can kind of mount it below the top here. Looks weird, I know. But so that there's no like hindrance when I open the top with this stick sticking up, and it could be in the way of the top there when it opens. So I can probably do that. One roller. Eee! And two. Ah! So I just need to put the shelf on, and that'll be it. Alright, so here's the pull-out shelf. So when I get my RC out, just open these up all the way, and then just pull this out, and the chassis will be here. I'm still trying to think of a way to hold the chassis onto this, because when I transport it, it's just gonna bounce around and roll around in there. I don't want that. Some kind of locking mechanism or straps, Velcro straps or something that just goes over either the wheel or control arm or something underneath. Something simple. And I just need like one side, maybe this side, because I won't be able to access back here too much. Just something simple, but yeah. So the chassis will be on this platform. The toolbox will be down here. I'm also gonna try to find some way to hold that as well, because I also don't want the toolbox to be like jiggling around in there. I don't want to open this and then all my tools just fall out, so that would suck. Okay, yeah, it comes with two sets. So this attaches to the door, this attaches to inside there. But before I install these magnets, I need to be able to open them, so I'm going to install these. I'm just going to use two of these for handles for the doors. Look pretty sick. They're car parts, so yeah, it'll look cool. Now these are pretty strong magnets, but I guess if I want added security, I can use the O-rings that they provided. You know, just do that. There. Now, can't open. Probably will do that, since it goes on easy, and I can just store that in there. So what I'm gonna do next is put the casters on. Got 4 of them here. And these didn't come with hardware either. Ah. Okay, casters are on. So now I can just wheel this around however I want. Just like that. So now all that's left really is the handle in the back. I wanted to do everything on the inside first. I might actually put another piece of wood there for the handle to attach to, so that way I can put some deeper screws in it. Again, I wanted to get the inside done just so I have an idea of where things will be, and you know, I'll know where to stick the hardware for the handle. But yeah, what do you guys think? Full open. Slide out. It's quite elaborate for my RC, but I've been wanting to do something like this, something along the lines of this. I was first considering cardboard or whatever, sturdy cardboard, and like folding it in layers just to make it sturdy enough, and then like wrapping it in the material. but I want something that'll last and that I can make look cool too. So this is what I came up with. Again, this is going to be wrapped so it won't look like a bathroom vanity. All I need is a sink right here and then holes for the plumbing and then drain catch in here. Portable bathroom vanity. Bye bye. Okay. Got the lid on, got everything on the inside all done. This just pops up just like that. I have a trick that I'm gonna be using on this top. I don't have all the parts yet, but you'll see that when the time comes. Retractable handle. And there you go, it's a 360-degree vanity. It seems a bit much, you know, if you want to do something like this yourself. Maybe you don't need something this elaborate or this size, or maybe you do. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No, this is just all mock-up. I plan on taking it mostly apart, like the doors and shelves and I don't know, I'll just say it, whatnot. Take the handle off. And I'll have to take the casters off as well. Take this off so I can wrap it with my waterproof canvas, which is in here. Let's take a look at it. See, I'm already using this as a stand for my camera. Alright, let's open this sucker. Nice. This is charcoal, I believe. You see the material there. It definitely is waterproof, which is nice. Before I wrap this sucker, I'm gonna go over it, sand it, maybe file some areas. I mean, it doesn't need to be like super smooth, but just so it's like decent, I guess. Okay, so I'm mocking up the fabric. I have a little bit on the top here. This will wrap in, and then I'll line the inside with something. I'll probably have to do some multiple pieces to cover the bottom, just so that it's all covered. And then for here, I'm just gonna maybe cut it there so I can tuck this in there. And then for this part, I might do something different, just to give it something different there. The doors, I'll probably do something else with that too, since I only have enough fabric for the main box. All right, this is what I've got. Back is just very plain, but the front and everything else is all wrapped. Actually, it turned out really good. I tried to stretch the material as much as I can. These creases will go away eventually. They don't really bother me too much. And at least this is somewhat durable and waterproof. So if it gets scuffed up or whatever, you know, it's expected. I can always rewrap it. But yeah, that'll be it for this. And then I'm gonna do the lid in another type of covering or whatever. I'll do something different with that since I can use that for worktop for my RC. And then the doors, I might do some kind of vinyl wrap with them, maybe carbon or something. It'll give it some contrast. So what's next is wrapping the inside with some kind of material. I do have perforated leather, but I'll see what else I can use for that. I also plan on wrapping the inside of this as well, so all of it's going to get wrapped just so that you won't see any of the wood. I don't want any of that to show. But yeah, this is turning out really nice. It still looks like a bathroom vanity. Okay, so here's the top compartment, all lined. I had some of that. It's just a perforated leather material. And then I also had some drawer liner that looks kind of similar. The leather material is on these walls, and it's under this as well. This drawer liner is on the bottom, obviously, and it goes up the sides. way I attach this, just very simple and crude. I cut some strips of thin wood here, 1/4 inch, hot glued it to the leather, and then wrapped it around, as you can see. Then I just stapled it along the edge there. So you can see there, looks all right. And then this drawer liner, I just hot glued it on the top and along where it meets with the leather material, so it's all pretty much one piece. And then ran it up this side and hot glued it on the top here. So yeah, just very simple. And then next I'm gonna take care of this, because that's ugly. Okay, I'm kind of thinking on the fly here. What you're seeing is a roll of underlayment used for roofing. You remember my shed deck roof video? That's how much I have left. Have a lot. And this is what I cut out from it. This is gonna cover the top, bottom, and back of this thing. And I already have it cut and folded and whatnot. So let's just fit it in here. Sure, I got it the right way. I know, thinking on the fly, but this is a nice and sturdy material at least, and it's waterproof. Look at that, just fits in nicely. Just measure, and then cut. But yeah, look at that. I mean, the top is drooping, but it's because it's not affixed to anything. Sorry, my lighting isn't that great, but yeah, it fits right in there. And then I just need to cut pieces for the sides, and that'll be it. Now I know I'm just showing like piece by piece, bit by bit of making this thing, but if I showed everything, it would be quite a long video. I don't know how long this video is right now, and I'm sorry if it's long. My videos have been long lately, but I'm gonna try to do my best to minimize that or shrink them down some. They're DIY, so there's, you know, multiple steps involved, and I want to show you the process as much and as best as I can. So most DIY videos are long anyway. My videos are long because of parts like this where I'm just talking. Okay, so the inside is all wrapped, all covered, and I got the rails on and the magnets on. It wasn't that hard trying to figure out where the holes were, so that worked out nice. It almost looks like a speaker box. And this almost looks like a felt or a fabric. It is a felt, but it's like a hard material. So, but it looks really good. It's a nice durable material. I went ahead and put the door brackets on, since those can go on now. So pretty much most of the hardware is on there. I'll be putting the hinges for the lid up here as well, since all that's left to do is wrapping the doors, the lid over there, and then the shelf and other platform things over there. Look at that mess. And I'm lazy, I just leave it all there, like tucked, then I just drive my van over it, since there's enough room underneath. Alright, so I got the bottom all done with the straps on. So let me demo this again with a toolbox. So just go on there like that. Tighten it there, tighten it down. Same with this. And there you go. Now I position these a lot better for better leverage. So this ain't going nowhere. It is one with the roller cabinet thing, whatever. Alright, so I got the lid on. It's just lined with matte black vinyl on the edges. I used the underlayment material for the top. So now I have a nice durable surface to work on my RC on top of this thing. And I lined the inside with some more padding. As you can see, there's multiple pieces because I didn't have enough to cover it all with one piece, but that's fine. As you can see, because of the thickness of that material, it doesn't close all the way. but that's all right. What I have here is a quick release button. Now these are normally for like car fenders and things like that. So the way this works is this will be mounted to the lid, maybe there or so. I'm gonna have to fashion up a bracket to mount this on the inside. Sorry, I'm shaking the lid. But yeah, so when the lid closes, this will pop into here, and you heard that click. I'll do it again. That click. So now it won't come off unless you push this button up here. And there you go. So when I mount this on the lid, all I have to do is push this button and it'll pop up. Okay, so there's my hole. Now I can just put this in. I'm just gonna screw it in like that. All right. Okay, so here's the ball. Just mounted on a little L bracket here. Screwed in to the box there. Got the height set. Now, this thing is too shallow for me to lock it down with the nut. So what I did was I just glued around it so it stays put. It shouldn't move. So let me demonstrate this for you. Alright, so that's locked down. And release it, push that, pops up. Pretty sick, pretty trick. And that's it. Alright, so this is all done. I got the doors wrapped in a carbon vinyl, both front and back. Give it a nice look. So yeah, this is pretty much all done. Back, at the handle. So yeah, I'll be using this from now on, rather than the one I have to carry. This will be a lot easier to have around actually, even though it's bigger and heavier, because it just rolls. That's what I wanted. So yeah, let's load this up. Got my LiPo batteries and my remote. Open this up all the way. Got my chassis. Okay, body just goes in like that. Last but not least is the toolbox. Clip this on just like that and tighten it down so don't go nowhere. Alright, all loaded and ready to go. So that's it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I hope you learned something from this build. It's turned out really nice, really cool. So I could have either gotten one of those roller bags. I think Yokomo has one. There's some other ones that make them, and some of them are like below or above $200. So you can save some money making your own, just with whatever materials that you have lying around or order online. Internet's always cheaper. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you at the drift event. See ya.